Have you ever gotten dressed up, caught your reflection in the mirror, and felt disappointed? Not because the outfit was cheap. Not because it didn't fit right in the store. But because something about it just wasn't landing the way you pictured it. If that's ever happened to you, welcome. You're exactly who this channel was built for. I'm going to say something that might ruffle a few feathers today, so stay with me. Most women over 60 aren't dressing badly because they lack style. They're dressing badly because they've been quietly following rules nobody ever questioned. Rules about what's age-appropriate. Rules about playing it safe. And honestly, some of those rules were never true in the first place. This is elegant era fashion, and if you're new here, I make it my mission to help women in their 60s and 70s stop shrinking and start owning the way they show up in the world. Style isn't about chasing youth. It's about commanding the room exactly as you are. In our last video, we walked through 10 formal outfits that instantly elevate a woman over 60. If you haven't seen that one, go watch it right after this, because today's video is the other half of that conversation. Today, we're talking about the 10 mistakes quietly working against you. Some of these are going to feel a little too familiar. That's okay. Once you see them, you can't unsee them, and that's exactly the point. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Wearing clothes that are too big. Here's the myth I need to bust right now. Baggy clothing does not hide your body. It erases it. When a blazer swallows your shoulders or trousers pull around your ankles, you don't look slimmer. You look like you're wearing someone else's clothes. Now, I'm not telling you to squeeze into anything tight. Comfort matters, especially as our bodies change. But there's a difference between comfortable and shapeless. The goal was never tight. The goal is tailored. Picture two women in the exact same navy blazer. One is swimming in it, sleeves past her knuckles, shoulders drooping. The other had it taken in slightly, sleeves stopping right at the wrist. Same blazer, same price tag. But only one of them looks like she owns the room. A $20 trip to the tailor will transform your wardrobe more than another shopping spree ever will. Don't skip this step. Mistake number 2. Wearing fabric that looks tired. Fabric talks before you even open your mouth. Thin material that clings in the wrong places, fabric that wrinkles the second you sit down, anything worn thin from years of washing. It quietly tells people the outfit isn't special. And if it's not special to you, it won't be special to anyone watching. Look for fabric with a little structure. Crepe. A good cotton blend. Soft wool. Ponte knit. None of these need to be stiff. They just need to fall beautifully. And here's a habit I want you to steal from the most elegant women I know. They steam their jackets. They iron their trousers. They pick off the lint. They replace the missing button instead of ignoring it for 2 years. These aren't glamorous habits. But they're the difference between looking put together and looking like you gave up. If you're finding this helpful so far, drop a comment and let me know which mistake you already caught yourself doing. I read every single one. Mistake number 3. Choosing the wrong jacket length. A lot of women are still wearing the exact same blazer silhouette they bought 2 decades ago, and I say this with love, proportions change, and your blazer needs to change with them. Too short, and it cuts your body in the most unflattering place possible. Too long, and it swallows a smaller frame hole. The sweet spot for most women over 60 sits right around the hip. It creates a clean line without hiding your shape. And you do not need 10 blazers. One navy, one cream, one black, tailored properly, will outperform a closet full of ill-fitting jackets every single time. Quality over quantity, always. Mistake number 4. Shoes that don't match the elegance of the outfit. You can wear the most beautiful pantsuit in the world, a silk blouse, gorgeous jewelry, and if your shoes are scuffed and tired, that's the first thing people notice. Not the blazer. Not the jewelry. The shoes. Shoes don't need to be expensive. They need to be clean, polished, and appropriate for the moment. A leather loafer. A low block heel. A ballet flat. A pointed toe flat. All of these give you comfort without sacrificing elegance, and if anyone tells you comfort and style can't coexist anymore, they're simply behind the times. Save the sneakers for your walk. Formal moments deserve formal shoes. Mistake number 5. Wearing every piece of jewelry you own, all at once. I'm going to be a little blunt here, because someone needs to say it. More accessories does not mean more elegant. Half the time, it means the opposite. A big necklace, statement earrings, 4 bracelets, 3 rings, a bold scarf, and a sparkly bag, all at the same time, isn't a look. It's noise. The eye doesn't know where to land, and neither does the compliment. If your earrings are making a statement, let the necklace rest. If your blouse already has beautiful detail at the neckline, don't bury it under jewelry. One simple strand of pearls. A classic watch. A structured bag. These quiet choices leave a stronger impression than wearing your entire jewelry box at once. Real elegance has never needed to shout. Mistake number 6. Ignoring your undergarments. Nobody talks about this one enough, so let's talk about it. The most beautifully tailored outfit in the world cannot save you if what's underneath isn't right. A bra that doesn't fit changes how a blazer sits on you. Visible lines interrupt the clean fall of a skirt. Straps peeking out steal attention from everything else you worked so hard to put together. Get properly fitted. It changes your posture. It changes how your clothes hang. And, honestly, it changes how confident you feel walking into a room. Think of it as the foundation of a house. Nobody sees it, but everything else is standing on top of it. If you're enjoying this one, go ahead and hit subscribe now so you don't miss the next video. I promise it's worth sticking around for. Mistake number 7. Chasing a size instead of a fit. Here's a hard truth some of you need today. That number on the tag inside your jacket means absolutely nothing to the person standing across from you. Nobody can see it. Nobody is checking. What they see is whether the garment fits your body beautifully right now as it is today. A perfectly fitted size 16 will always look more elegant than a poorly fitting size 10 forced onto a body it doesn't belong on anymore. Your body has changed over the years. That's not a failure. That's called being alive. Your wardrobe is allowed to change with it. Stop asking what size it is. Start asking whether it lets you move freely, sit comfortably, and stand a little taller. That's the only question that matters. Mistake number 8. Wearing colors that wash you out. Color changes everything, and most women never update theirs. Your skin tone shifts over the decades, yet so many of us keep reaching for the exact same shades we wore at 30. A color that once made you glow might now be making you look tired, and it has nothing to do with your beauty. It's simply the wrong color for the skin you're in today. If black feels harsh near your face now, try navy instead. If a bright white feels too stark, soften it into ivory or cream. Rich jewel tones, deep blues, emerald, burgundy, dusty rose, and warm neutrals tend to be incredibly flattering for most women in this stage of life. This isn't about trends. It's about choosing colors that work with you instead of against you. Mistake number 9. Forgetting that posture is part of the outfit. Here's something no stylist can sell you. The most elegant piece you own isn't hanging in your closet. It's how you carry yourself when you walk into a room. You could be wearing the most flawless outfit imaginable, but rounded shoulders and a lowered head will undo it instantly. Meanwhile, a woman in something simple, standing tall with her shoulders back and her chin lifted, will always look more elegant than someone dressed perfectly but folding into herself. Shoulders back. Chin up. Walk like you belong exactly where you're standing, because you do. This costs nothing, and it changes everything. Mistake number 10, and honestly, this might be the biggest one of all. Dressing for your age instead of your life. Somewhere along the way, a lot of women were convinced that turning 60 meant handing in their personal style. That there's a uniform you're supposed to wear now, and stepping outside of it is somehow inappropriate. I want to say this as clearly as I can. That idea was never true, and it's time we stopped repeating it to ourselves. Dress for the life you're actually living. Something graceful for church. Something polished, but comfortable for lunch with friends. Something that moves beautifully if you're traveling the world, because plenty of you are. Let your wardrobe reflect who you are now, not some outdated rulebook nobody ever asked you to follow. Growing older was never supposed to mean fading into the background. It means finally understanding yourself well enough to dress like it. So tell me honestly, which of these 10 mistakes hit closest to home for you? Put it in the comments below. I read every single one, and your answer might be exactly what another woman scrolling through needs to see today. If today's video gave you something to think about, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Elegant Era Fashion. This is a space built for women who refuse to disappear, and I'd love to have you here for what's coming next. Speaking of what's next, don't go anywhere, because our next video is 8 elegant pants every woman over 60 should own. Now that you know exactly what to avoid, it's time to talk about what deserves a permanent place in your closet. I'll show you the trouser styles that flatter your figure, feel comfortable from morning to night, and instantly make any formal outfit look polished and intentional. I'll see you there.